Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversations. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Hey, welcome to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments, y'all. It's the solo show. Means that you and I'm really excited. I had a download about 30 seconds ago. I'm not kidding. I was like, ooh, the solo show. I mean, I've done them from time to time, but I got the download that I'm going to be doing more and more of these. It's necessary for my growth, my healing, my everything, your healing, your growth, our everything, our healing, our growth. That's how it works. There's a bell of purpose. It works. It's in here, been here all this time. And I will ring the bell even without a guest because you're a guest. Today, you all are the literal guest. Guests. How did I ever make it through elementary without becoming a national Cloverleaf Spelling Bee champion. I just don't understand it. You see how that just flew out? I'm kidding. I secretly always did want to be a part of the Cloverleaf. You don't know anybody that was in that? Yeah. So anyway, here we are today. You and I say good morning to my sidekick, Lucy McGillicuddy Ricardo. And today we're going to go through a few things. I want to talk about the great outpouring. We are in the midst of the great outpouring. I will get into that as we allow more people to come in. The great outpouring, I'm giving you the agenda, the menu, if you will, for our solo time. And chime in. This is an immersive experience, okay? It is. I'm just so excited about this. Phone a friend. Get people in here. We need to have more combos, more conversations. So, so now I told you that there's going to be more of these. So now listen, here's another thing. Now more than ever, I encourage all of you, get out your copy of the 4 agreements, dust it off. And I don't mean just the little excerpts that you find on the poster, which I have hanging right over there or wherever, but the real meat and potatoes, okay? The real meat and potatoes. Dust it off. Get back in there. Remind yourself, remember yourself to the pillars of all of the rooms that lead to legacy, greatness, increase, prosperity, blessing. Because they're all in alignment. They're all part of the awakening, okay? Also, there's this, which I am still working my way through, the companion book. We might go in there a little bit today. Maybe that's on the agenda. Let me put that here, for agreements, okay? I've planned for this. This wasn't because of a last-minute cancellation or anything like that. This was purposefully placed here. And, here we are. So you guys get to drive, I get to drive, and we both all get to be driven by what is greater than us. Can I get an amen? There we go. I'll kick it off too. I'll put one up. Because that's important. We're in agreement. We're going to talk about incantations today too. A lot of people, about what we say, what comes out of our mouths. It's not unusual to hear people say, oh yeah, you got to be careful what you say, because our words cast spells. Bruce Lee said it and said, that's why it's called spelling, which makes perfect sense to me. How about you? Put it in the comments if it makes sense to you, please. We're in agreement. So I want to hear from you, okay? I'm not trying to just throw what I feel out there on you. I want to know, good morning, Robert. How are you? Phone a friend. And so this is important. This is important work. So listen, get that out. If you don't have it, get it. Get it on your phone, get Audible, whatever you need to do. Get there if you can. Cue Olita Adams. You can get here by railway. Oh, today apparently it's going to be a little mini concert as well. I'll be here all week. Literally, I'll be here all week. So, why? We're going to talk about the why today, and not in the sense that you may think. Partially, but not totally. And I'm going to give you a download update. Some of the most powerful downloads that I've received in the last year, and that have been shared with all the people that sit in the front row seats of my life, which is all of the people that I'm on the team with, which is all of you. And so I just want to bring them back in because wonderful things are happening. Gratitude check. Ask yourself right now, why haven't I started every day with some type of ceremony, ritual, practice, grounding technique? Take your pick. Labels don't matter. It's what's beneath them that does. So what are you doing every day to start your day through a lens of gratitude? And I'm talking to myself too. Matter of fact, let me get some scratch paper, because I'm not the one. Seriously. I am not excluding myself, because I know too that when you're ready, the teacher will appear, and we must always be ready to morph back and forth between, hey, Robert, I'm going to turn my frequency music on. Will you tell me if it's distracting, if you can hear it or not? I've been dying to try this out, because I always have it muted, because I know the frequency, the power of it will come through, just like I know this frequency spray. Look. sound source. I need to get in touch with these people for real. I'm drawn to them. Frequency formulations. This spray is 528 hertz infused with the frequency of love, bringing balance and harmony to the body. I'll second that emotion. Dang, Skippy. Okay, there you go. I think this is gonna be I'm gonna try to make this a sponsor. And speaking of, let me pop up. This is one of those. It's catch up time, you guys. We need to catch up with each other. How you been? Anybody listening? If it's a copyright, what are you talking about, Robert? Oh, can you hear it when it's on? Oh, I see what you're saying. It picks it up. Oh, yeah. Good point. So I should look for copyright, or how can I get a subscription? Okay. Thanks, Robert. See, man, I just love you. See why I need you. I need all of you. We need each other. So I'm going to leave that off. So I'll put that over there so I'm not tempted. I'm not trying to get flagged. So Janonia Renee out of New York. Let me put this up there, and then we're going to get started. There we go. There's a QR code. Get over. Janonia Renee, mother-daughter team out of New York. I'm serious. I have one down here now, and I have one of these. This is the whipped coconut. I just love the smell. That's right. It saved me from eating stuff because it smelled like, I'm like, I just ate something delicious. But I did. I fed my skin. So I love the skin I'm in. That should probably be copywritten too. I heard that on a commercial in the 70s, I think. Anyway, Janonia Renee. I have this. I have their exfoliant. What else? Oh, the serum that you put on at nighttime. And I know it's hard to believe that this crocodile face is really 62, almost 63. I'm kidding. It's easy to believe. But I'm just saying, it doesn't matter. This isn't makeup. This is turn up. This is stand up. This is do my best. That's why I do it. So anyway, if you go over, put BRM, Bathrobe Moments, BRM, the 3 letters, into the discount in the code thing when you check out, it should give you an additional 10% off. Okay. Thank you, Janonia Renee. Excuse me. Now, why did you just hear that cough? You know, I don't really do that much. Cause I'm what was that? I am loosening up my grip on, the metabolic thing. I'm just as an update. I'm about to go into stage 4, but I've been waiting for my appointment with Jane. Miss Jane. That's what I'm going to start calling her. Jane. That's right. Durst Polkey's my coach for the metabolic balance journey. And so anyway, I've been adapting, like kind of listening to what my body says and then what I think and what the food says. And but mainly what my body says in response to what I go out on a limb on my own. For instance, I'm not really deviating anymore. I'm trying not to. I'm back to it. Got back into the health club this week. So now I need more protein. So this is what I'm doing today. 2 pieces of rye toast, rye bread toast, 2 eggs right here. And this is my eggs for the weeks. These 2 right here. Okay. Some cucumber and some mango and some avocado. Okay. And so that's what I'm having today. And because I'm weaning myself from eating on the show, that's another thing. Why is it when everything has a not a price, but that's true. That's true. Hold on. I need to get one of my VAs is supposed to be in here, and I need to find out, where are you? Why aren't you here? I said it was why, didn't I? Okay, so let me take care of that. Why? Do you have a why? They say all of us should have a why. Why do you feel it's important to get up every day? Why do the things that matter to you matter to you? Why have you not pulled the trigger on this or that? But then there's also why. What is your why for how you serve? And then there's the others. I'm looking for, hold on 1 second, you guys. So put it in. Can you put it in the comment section if you're watching live, or if you are on the replay, put it in. So hold on. Yeah. Where are you? I need you to do something for me. Where are you? Thank you very much. So, okay. So the why. So there's also, remember when I said why, I said there's some other whys. So for instance, and that's just from this morning, I had to go after the health club. I went and got gas, right? Yes, and I get my gas at Costco. I'm a crimper, a saver. I try, which is being a great steward. How can you ask for more if you're not doing your best with what you have? And I include that on if there's a deal and it doesn't take. I'm not one of those people that are going to be couponing and driving 30 miles just to get an extra bottle of Clorox. That ain't happening. See what I'm saying, right? Within reason, right? So you should have a reason and know the reason. See how this is going to work. This is immersive. I see you watching. I see you. Come on in, please speak out. This is your chance. This is a safe space. I want to know how you guys feel, and I want to know how you feel, but I need to know what's important to you. I need to know what's on your mind, what's important to you, what's keeping you up at night. And you know what I'm saying? It should be, and if sometimes things that keep us up at night are great things. Okay, great things. Okay, so here's a why. Why is it that it's always a 6'4" or a taller man that seems to emerge from those miniature little cars that you see? That happened this morning at the gas station. You know, those little bitty cars? They look like little toys. And I always am interested if I'm not, if we're at a stop or something, they're going to get out or get in. And almost every time I'm like, what is it? What is it? And with that, because does anyone know? Robert, I'm sure. Beth Ann Campbell says her why is connection. We're going to pop it up. I got to take a bite of this. I got to start this process. Oh, no. Dignified. Because, okay, I'm going to tell you, wait a minute. I was going to say off-roading. I need to say off-roading, but I almost said free balling. We are, see, as soon as you show up, Beth Campbell, don't start no shit. It won't be. No, I'm just kidding. That's my girl, y'all. Get over and check it out. Beth, drop your link to your website, would you please, on the show not long ago. And I'm hoping we do a lot more together, but, you give people their space and see where they go with it. So, anyway, where was I? Oh, you see, I've been eating my breakfast because Bathrobe Moments 9 years ago when I was saying, oh, you know what? This is going to be a thing. Good thing I was so smart to have my bathrobe, which I don't have on today because it was warm, too warm. Well, I could put on. Okay, I'll put one on. Mr. Rogers, thank you for speaking in. Did I ever leave my sweater off? Love him. Laugh if you want. It's my universe. You're merely visiting. Hold on. So, anyway, one thing at a time. ADHD is live today. Okay. So, here we go. Much better. I'm in character now. Thank you, Beth. Then you made this possible. The reminder. I defy you to catch Beth Ann without her hat. Anybody know why is it though that the guys that come out of those tiny cars are always so tall? I wonder if that's true for tiny houses. Maybe this is a thing. Just saying. How do we know? Why? Why is it that needing... Oh, this is a good one. Well, you got to... I don't know. I'm 62. It could be at any age. But I'm not kidding you. Why is it that at 62, needing to pee is beginning to feel more like needing to pee felt when I was 6? Like when you get you got to pee, but the closer you get to the bathroom, the harder it gets to hold it. What is that? Oh my God. I remember my mom would see me playing and stuff, and I wouldn't want to stop playing and come in, and I'd be like, and she'd go, boy, if you don't get in there and use that bathroom, standing there, what you going to wait until you pee? I was like, how does she know? The universal, just like, is that 62, full circle moment that I did not see coming. So there's that. And then this one. Why is it that when I'm in a hurry, I'm trying to see how often I'm in a hurry. I try not to. I mean, there's a reason. There's a tempo, a metronome, a purpose. You know, if there's something up ahead holding me, I'm like, ah! Like people that are honking and stop still traffic. How you gonna? That makes no sense at all to me. To me. But then my stuff doesn't make sense to someone else. So there you go. But why is it that when I'm in a hurry and need to get my gas and get in a hurry to get gas, first my card won't work at the pump. Okay. Nod and smile. So then I go inside and then I'm stuck standing behind the person who's playing the lotto for 8 family members. Now give me 5, 3, 6 straight. And then on a dollar, and you look on the counter, there's like $300 in ones. Why is it? Why? Okay. What is it? What's something you could say that starts with why? How did I? Or no? Yeah. Why did I not know that this was a thing? That was a thing. Why did I not know? I find that a great way to start great conversation, because then people will open up, and I love when I'm in a situation where it happens. So why did I not know that you have to be willing to sacrifice at any turn in your journey? Now, you think you know that, but for real, for instance, there's a lot of things happening in my work world, right? Which require Dr. Loren, myself, to, I know, oh, there he goes again, talking to the third person. Been doing it since I could talk, period. But we celebrate the good times, celebrate the moments of your life. Told you ADH was in here running around today. Love it. But we celebrate them, but you don't realize sometimes that they're also helping you to straighten your back, straighten your posture, stand a little taller, reach a little further, stretch a little beyond your comfort, as Lulu Lee says, your uncomfortable comfort zone. So, for instance, what I'm getting at is, like Brad, my publicist, PR consultant now, we did the thing in Charlotte, right? So he's at both days. So the live stream the next day, I'm thinking it's you guys, right? So they see me eat on the show all the time, which is a part of it. And he's like, I'm okay with that. You've been doing that, but I'm going to phase it out. I'm going to phase it out. I mean, it's probably not nice to eat in front of people, but it was just always a part of our routine. But I'm listening. And so it's like these things have to change, because he goes, you shouldn't eat on camera. On the endangered species list as we speak. So, oh, is this like my last supper at this show? I was not manifest. Thank you. Okay, they're like, we got it. So, what I'm hearing is what I'm really being asked to do by the people I trust, and through what has taught me to trust in people. I'm going to say it again. When I'm listening to the people I trust and what I have been taught, what taught me how to trust in people. When I listen to both of those, and I combine it with seeing not just what I see, but striving to see through insight, which is not what you see, but more what you feel driven. Now, there's also in sound. I got to write that down. Heard that for the first time just now. Like insight and in sound. Sight and sound. Oh, huh. Because insight for me is like a superhuman power. It allows me to see things that I think are invisible. I'm keeping it real. I told you today we're talking about what's inside of this universe of mine, and you get to visit. Because I know when you let me in and you speak, you're opening up the door. You're letting me peek inside your universe. I mean, how are we to know what was designed for each person, right? So, Beth Ann says that her why is connection. Why do I want to be successful? Why do I get up every day? Why did I decide not to go back to a stressful corporate job when I was laid off? I want the freedom and flexibility and resources to create situations that foster deep connections. Yes, yes, and yes. Thank you for being vulnerable, transparent, and telling it like it is. Thank you, Miss Beth Ann. So I'm learning that we must be ready at all times for opportunity of all kinds. I'm going to say that one again. As I chew. I see what. Thank you, Brad Gorman. I will stop eating on camera. But it's different when you don't have a guest. Because with a guest, I can get it in. But I get it. So today, listen, you guys. I know I said I was going to stop eating. Wait, maybe it's what I'm eating. Okay. I'm going to stop for a second. This year is a big year for all of us. If you're here now, if you're here on the replay, this is a big year for all of us. I'm going to share something with you. It began when it came into my world. It came flying in as the year of Jubilee. Start telling your clients that next year is to be the year of Jubilee. This was right around May of last year. I can't stop eating because my system has started. The year of Jubilee. And I'm like, what's that? And so I Googled it and found out it's a real thing. Now, mind you, religiously based in the Lutheran and Catholic Church. But the reason I know I saw it, it was leading to something else, which I later found out. But it was to establish that there are segments of time that are sanctioned, if you will, for great things and celebration and increase and blessing, abundance, prosperity, and more. And so for the year of Jubilee, it was every 25 or 50 years. And so I was like, okay, 2025. That takes us back to Y2K. That was the beginning of, I was like, okay. And then once I had wrapped my mind around it enough to feel comfortable that I had vetted properly, because I don't know about you, but some things that come in, and that would be great for us to share our downloading processes. What do you use? What terminology? What's the language like? What's the, it's just, there's so much to it that'll be coming. So, the year of Jubilee, all these things. First thing I was shown was that one of the keys to this outpouring, because that's what it moved into, the great outpouring. I think the year of Jubilee and the title and all that goes with it was to prove to me that these things, these sanctioned times, these anointings do happen. They are real. There's an example. So great. Once I said, okay, love it, did not know. Why did I not know this? There it is. So then they said, well, it's really now, just call it the great outpouring, because that's what we're doing. So I said, this is what I saw. I saw increase, abundance, blessing, and prosperity. They were like a quartet, like an all, well, they were no gender, but in all gender. Okay, so it was right the way it came out, in all gender quartet. And they were standing there. And they were coming. They had all their luggage, and they said, we're moving from home to home. This is the home they talked about within our hearts. But we're coming to move in to those who are not ego-based, that know when a blessing comes, what to do with it. When prosperity comes, what to do with it. When increase shows up, what to do with it. When abundance says, hey, where's my room? I'm moving in. What are you going to do with it? They told me to shut up for a second and let you think about that. Because we should think about that before we speak about that. Because when you say, the moment you say what you're going to do with it, imagine your face and your promise that you just made to the universe is emblazoned along the mountainside of a huge mountain somewhere in this universe for all to see. And for all to see, for all time. Still want to just let something blurt out of your mouth? I would hope not. That's how we need to look at it. In my opinion. In my opinion. Mike Casanova, how are you? Good morning to you. Always a pleasure and an honor. You probably figured it out by now. It's a solo show today on purpose. There are going to be more of those where it's an immersive experience. I really want to hear from you guys. So I got this information into the hands of all of my coaching family, and so the lesson in that was moving into this year, and there's a little overlap, I feel, in 2026, like the first quarter perhaps. But I don't think I want to come from underneath this umbrella that I'm under right now, ever. So I'm just going to keep wash, rinse, repeat, wash, right. So that's just my approach. Do what you need to do for you, but that's what I'm going to do. Mike says, once you say and think, it can turn into action. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Manifestation process has officially begun. The minute you speak it into existence, you beckon it. That's why you must speak it exactly the way you need it to appear. It may not, and it's not based on how you want it to appear. That's you. You can't see everything. I manifest with the Creator, and that part is because I want to make sure what I am manifesting has staying power for as long as it needs to. How do I know how long the healing within it will need to reign? How do I know? I don't. So I leave that to the co-creator, the original, my OG. You know what? The metabolic balance thing, it's also, okay. That was it was delicious. Rye bread, some egg, and some mango on top of that. Oh my goodness. It encourages me to try all different kinds of combinations. If I love everything on the plate individually, I wonder if I can love some of them riding on a bicycle built for two. It is never about one thing, okay? It is never about just one thing. Remember that. Okay. So the great outpouring. You're going to miss a lot. It ties. I was checking for rye bread. I wasn't going, how you doing? Okay, I was checking for rye bread. Another reason. Note to self, why you shouldn't eat on camera. Thank you, Brad Carmen. I received that. So listen, you cannot or should not be surprised when any of those things show up in your journey, just your regular everyday journey. It's not just speaking within the great outpouring, which is always the great outpouring. It's really a trick title. The Great Outpouring, yeah, it's like beefed up right now. It's like they're recruiting, or there's a free no membership fee to join. It's like, come on. So, but they don't want you to be surprised. You will not be given the benefit in its fullness if you are going to be surprised when they hand it to you. People who are surprised with all those things, blessing, increase, abundance, prosperity, in most situations, that's what they say, all of those things get squandered. Ever seen somebody get money handed to them, opportunity handed to them, and poof, quicker than you can say Jackie Robinson, it has disappeared. It has been squandered. People that I did, and I'm just keeping it real, I saw it in both of my families. When my mothers passed away, all of their legacy left. Every trace of it disappeared, wiped off the planet. You can tell by the tone of my voice, I mean every syllable of that. Good morning, Yolanda Riley. Grand Rising. We're talking about prosperity, abundance, blessing, and increase. Currently, which is always, but it's almost like a universal holiday this year and the first quarter of next year, the Great Outpouring. This is the download I received. And my clients, the Joy Reports, you all, I'm not going to put their names because a lot of them are coming on future shows coming up. They've already been booked to share with you all what has happened even this far, just 2 quarters into this year, the Great Outpouring. Everything from one of my clients came last year to New York and visited me, supported me in the audience, bought a ticket and everything. I was 1 day in New York and fly home. I'd never done that. But I always know about something that I've never done. When it's a first, look for something else to happen that has never happened somewhere. Because it's never about one thing with God. Never. He knows that he must keep this journey interesting for us if we are going to stay interested in ourselves. Because you must be interested in yourself in order to keep becoming the better version of yourself, in order to make sure that everything that comes out of your kitchen for the world, their bread, that word, whatever, however you call it, we must do right by it. Like Maya said, you don't have to ask anybody what's right. You just do right. It may not be expedient. It may not be profitable at first, but it will satisfy your soul, and it'll give you a protection that a bodyguard never could. But if this is all going to happen, you must teach your teachings. So in other words, when you know you're teaching your teachings, expect all these things to come your way. And they don't want to visit us every other weekend on holidays. And there's no more shared custody agreement. God's abundance, prosperity, increase, and blessing. Turn the spigot completely open and leave it there. He doesn't turn it off. They don't turn it off. We turn it off. Or we turn it on and walk away and let the tub of blessings overflow. That is their cup overflow. Because you got to be holding it. It just ain't nothing about that tub. Now, when that tub overflows, you're going to get right to it. It's usually on a floor other than the main floor. I'm metaphorically speaking. So it can ruin not just the floor, but the ceiling. Because the things that don't work with us, against us, things that don't work for us, they're not lazy. They're going to capitalize on every chance we give them. They not just going. That's why they don't care about the bathtub on the main floor. Well, they could, because if there's a basement. But if there's, you see what I'm saying? They want to get as much destruction in as possible. And they can only do it through us. We have dominion. They can't make that tub turn on. I don't care what movie tell you they can. They can't make you do things. And they can't put their hands on us. They can't speak. We have those gifts. We're dominion heirs, right? That's why we need these conversations, to remind ourselves. Now, I'm going to finish this afterwards because I said I wanted to share how we're doing on time. Perfect. Oh, if you are near or you can get it online. Hi, Lori Whitney. I bought this on the way to Charlotte in the airport. And trust me, it was definitely based on a download. You know why? Because right, $14.99. I was like, you sure? Can't I wait till it come out on DVD? You know what I'm saying, right? And it was about anti-inflammatory, and my whole metabolic thing is based on the inflammation being gone. It's just amazing. So, if you the article in here, I haven't read anything about the anti-inflammation piece. I just feel it's important that we should all start taking a look. It's never about one thing. And I know with the metabolic balance, it was my only red number, but there's also inflammation that serves us. And I wanted to, and that's, I'm just saying, no matter what you do, before you pass it forward to someone in this world, as great advice, I'd give it to my mother. Make sure that you have done your very best. Follow the 4 agreements of the commandments, everything and anything that comes from source, as far as how to stay moving due north. You know, I got a prop. Keep things within reach that remind you of the teachings you teach. That's why there's one here, too, because I'll walk away from that. But I ain't going to walk away from something that's on my neck. Stewardship, and more stewardship. So I'm going to give you some things that I gave to my clients. They all know because they believe. And we have a lifetime agreement. People that coach with me come in for life. As long as there's life in their body or life in mind, we have a connection. We have a covenant. We have an agreement. We have a contract. And it is based on kingdom work. Not the stuff you get paid for, we get paid for, but the things rather that we were made for. Okay? Oh, somebody said, ring that bell. I heard you. So there's just a few of these, okay? We get them done about 5-6 minutes. But get something to write with. You're going to want to keep this. I promise you that. So if you have something to write with, can you just put in the comments, I'm good, I'm ready, let's go. And because I want to give you a moment to grab something if you need it. It's that important. Those of you who came in a little late past the start, you haven't missed anything because I know it has led to this moment because this is the thing they've asked me to make sure you try to capture. So right now, treat this moment like it is spiritual flypaper. I want everything that comes in here to stick. Okay. So you guys, let me know. Let me know when you're ready. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Love you guys. Okay, great. I'm going to get started. And this first one, I want you to think about just where you are right now in this year, in this month, in this week, in this day, in this hour, in this minute, in this moment. They're all the same. Where are you? You are right here, right now, and you could have been anywhere, but you are here right now. So just in case, the following words were meant for only you. Act accordingly. Because I believe these are incantations. I believe there's extra power. There's something riding sidecar, hiding in plain sight. I believe entities that do not serve us right now cannot hear us. I believe these words create like a cone of silence. It's almost, they told me this weeks ago. This thing, see no evil, hear no spirit, that's not even from source. That's from the dark side. That's their thing. We just took it and ran with it. Just like, it's just common sense. If it was so common, how come more people don't use it? That ain't from us. Trickery. So here we go. Listen up. Whatever you're dealing with, tell yourself that whatever is challenging me right now in this moment, whatever is challenging me, I look at it like a bull across the arena. Like he just waiting, trying to make up his mind where he gonna gore me. Come on, Cletus. Ain't nobody scared. Right. However you need to see it. See, I'm going to try to laugh because God told me, count it all joy. So I'm going to look for something funny. A picture of that. Right. Ha, ha, ha. Joy. See, the journey is the champagne. Joy provides the champagne bubbles. Now I can count it all joy. Ever tried drinking flat champagne? Name your experience, and it will serve you because you have named it. Dominionaire. See the connections? Tell yourself whatever is challenging me right now is a temporary reality and nothing else. Whatever is challenging me right now is a temporary reality, no thing else. Second, ask the Creator in the name that you've always used when you call out. What name did you call out in your darkest nights, in your driest deserts? What name did you use? Use that name when you ask. It, him, she, them, they, to provide you what you need in order for you to learn, in order for you to see insight and grow everything you need. And in parentheses, put, and this is the way it came in, do not request a fix. So you've been duly warned. We've been duly warned. Do not request a fix. Please remove this from me. Your blessing could still be buried within it. You don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. The greatest content you could ever offer the world will be found in the day you are currently living, or a combination of the day you are currently living and the day you have just most recently lived. And there's where they bring in the three. Yesterday, today affects tomorrow. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, past, present, future. This is an equation. Follow and track it. This is how you need to start looking at these things that come into your world. These things that when it's messages are coming, your communications, and it's like bat signal, Batman and Commissioner Gordon, that kind of a thing. Pick up the red phone. You get it? So weigh the current situation, weigh right now, picture what type of scale do you think you need? I ended up on the one in the classroom that has the two, because there's the one in the doctor's office with the thing that they see how tall you are. There's the basket that hangs in the grocery store. You put stuff in it. There's the laundry kind that you put. But I needed this one. I think this is the one you're going for, but pick your own. It's your journey. Weigh the current situation. Now, start acknowledging the time zones. When it's the past, look to the left. Number line, already spent. But now is the line in the middle of the number line. It's where I'm currently at. The future is over to the positive side. The future headed this way. Now you are invoking the opportunity for the prayers, like Maya said, all of the prayers will be poured into your journey. Your ancestors' prayers, when you do right. The people who you serve as an ancestor for, your bloodline coming to this place called Earth from the future. All their prayers flow into your intention in that very moment of agreement. Believe it or not. So, weigh the current situation. I'm nodding to the front, the current. Weigh the current situation you find yourself within against the reality of the desires of your heart, the things that you're still seeking, the desires, because the promise says, I will give you the desires of your heart. Acknowledge them. There they are. I see them because they are already here. Now, what do you see? What do you get? So what do you see? Does it seem like it's overweight, pointing more to your desires, all point to the future? Is it underweight, where they're all still, pointing to the past, you're dragging it? Or is it a little bit of both? Look what happened with my hands. That's why I chose that scale and didn't know it when I chose it. Or is it a little bit of both? There are no mistakes. If you're doing your best, you are evenly yoked with everything that is working for you. Always, within purpose, you are automatically balanced. But it's balanced because it has some of both. Just like our heart monitor. What if it only had one thing? The only time there's one thing happening on a monitor of your heart is when the heart ain't here no more. It's here, but it ain't working. It ain't on the clock. It is punched out. The curtain is closed. I want smooth sailing. Why everything got to be going up and down all the time? People have drowned. They pump out the stuff. What happens to the body first time to bring it back? It goes out, up on the monitor. Clear. The spike goes up. That's a clue. Stay up. While your heart is beating on its own. Stand up. While your heart is still beating on its own. Remain up. As long as your heart is beating at all. When you feel like you need to dig something out, here's a big clue. Decide what you will be digging with first. And when you feel you got to dig out of something that comes rushing in like a big fear, stop. You stand. Don't run. When you run, that's flight. That's only when something chasing you behind, threatening your temple. If that's not happening, it means that stand. Don't flight. Fight. Stand. And then you see what you need to dig with is within reach. You ain't got to move. You can bend over and pick it up. It might be a toenail clipper. And you bend the thing. I got one. And you go like this. Now, if it's a little soft, then I turn the corner and look. There's a little bitty flower pot with some potting soil. That's where I had to dig. Why would I wait until I get a snow shovel? It won't work there. So if you feel you digging out and it's really coming from God, this is something that you need. Look for the clue. He's going to show you what you're going to need to dig with. He ain't sending you on a dummy mission. Every second is of the essence. It's called universal urgency. There are things in the human spirit that are right now on the universal endangered species list. We're trying to save every one of them we can. Can I get an amen? Okay, let's go then. Let's wrap it up. Okay, you guys, big one coming. Big one. Be careful what you tell the world out loud that you teach. Because if you aren't teaching it, know this. God will make a classroom where you will live it. Be careful what you tell the world you teach, because God will make a classroom in which you will live it so that you can be authentic. Be impeccable with your word. Always do your best. Consistently, next to the last one, consistently remind yourself this is not a punishment. No one's done anything wrong. It's just what we do to keep your shit interesting, because if you must be interesting, that's a process. ING means you are consistently interesting or the world will not be interested. And it's not because of your woe is me story. Everybody's got one. They're looking for your cup. In your cup that will runneth over is antidote, EpiPens, penicillin for the spirit. Kills every infection. And last, this is a big one. Remember this. What you believe is greater than you will never test you, because it wants to find out and determine if you are capable of conquering the challenge that stands before you. It will push you into the self-realization that you have already conquered everything that stands before you. There it is. We're out of time, right on time. This has been a divine time. Right now, wherever you are, decide in this moment that you'll never again, if you've been living inside of spaces that only tolerate you and they don't even know how to celebrate you, it's not your fault. If it doesn't make sense to you, it's because everything going around you ain't got nothing to do with you. So get out of there and find your tribe. Find your pack. find your family, find your people. But you cannot find anything if you don't begin to seek. Follow the promises, and they will never let you down. Listen to me today. Great times. We're living in some of the most exciting times in the history of humankind. Every single one of us has an opportunity to seal our voices and our messages and our antidotes within the hallways of history for thousands of years. We can conquer everything because we already have, but only if we remember who we are. You are dominionaires. Now leave here and change everything that needs to be changed. Heal everything that you can that needs to be healed, and encourage everything that needs encouragement, starting with the person you look at in the mirror. Thank you so much. We have a guest tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to see Joe Galicios is going to be here. Great story, great way to head into Thursday. God bless you. God willing, tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., I'll meet you, I promise, out on the front porch again for another illuminated conversation. Today, the solo, this was great. The great outpouring. This was great. Thank you all. And listen, don't let my screen door slam on the way out. And remember, I say every day, I absolutely love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my spirit. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Have the best day ever. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time. How expensive do I have to be? Need a space.